Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. And tonight and it is night now, it is now 20 after 9, and I am out here and I am going to make up the Millie putt for the doll. Let's take a look at the leg that I put the mucilage glue on. I have already looked at it already once. It dried. It's together. I don't have to do no more. That mucilage glue is beautiful glue. I looked for mucilage glue, and I think I gave something, I don't know. This big bottle of mucilage glue that I have now, I cannot get it off the place where I once got it. It's not available anymore. I'm going to contact them and ask them why they're not carrying it anymore. Maybe nobody was asking for it. I thought for sure people would want it. It's a wonderful glue. It's an old glue. It goes back even before me. And it's really great on wood, paper type products. They actually used it for putting labels on bottles. They used mucilage glue. It is non-toxic. If a child was to lick it or whatever, and they're not going to, get sick from it, that's why I'm just shocked they're not making it anymore. But apparently you can make your own. The only thing is the shelf life of it isn't as long as what mine would be because of some other reason, which I don't know, some chemical reason that I don't know about. But anyhow, this stuff is just beautiful. It just adheres to the composition. It loves the sawdust, the composition. If you can find it anywhere, the mucilage glue that comes in those little dabber bottles, find yourself some if you can. It's like a yellow golden color. Sometimes it's dark. Sometimes it's even darker, a little bit darker than even this. There's different shades I found that it comes in. Now, I remember ours being more like a golden, almost looked like honey type of look. And that's why it probably was enticing to children to want to taste it, because it looked like honey, But I remember kids saying that. I hear it in my head back in my younger school days, of kids saying, it looks like honey, but it's not. But anyways, I don't need the rubber band on this anymore. It is ready. It has set. This is dry. It's not even sticky. It dries really fast, this stuff. The few hours that I left it, it was probably dried even before that. But yeah, look at it there. It's beautiful stuff. Like I say, it loves composition. It really does. So if you can get your hands on some mucilage glue, or you can go online and learn how to make your own, go for it, I'll use this up till I try to find. I'm going to try looking in the meantime for something else. I did find one company there called CENS, but it was out of Taiwan, and it seemed like you had to contact them and talk to them about what you wanted, and they gave no price. They showed a whole box of the dabber ones with the dabber. It said the old-fashioned school glue type of thing, and I was like, yes, that's it, that's what I remember. But there was no way for me to buy it unless I contacted them, and I wasn't doing that. And I don't want to work out of Taiwan either. I was wanting to buy it like either the U.S. or England, or out of my own country if I could. I prefer my own country because it makes it easier for myself. But hey, I will buy from the U.S. or Australia, England, anything of like those places. I would gladly buy it and bring it here, but there was nothing. So I think it's a dying breed. So anyways, we're going to move on. Working with Millie putt. We're going to go 50-50. I get a little sliver here on my knife, so I always measure it by putting it up to this one here. So I stick it to my knife, I look at it here, and I come down, and I try to just match it up as close as possible, because it's 50-50. Does that look to be about 50-50? Oh yeah, that's a 50-50 slice. Okay, so there we are. So wrap this back up. I'm always big on making sure I wrap this back up again. Catch myself every now and again not keeping this wrapped. Actually, I'm going to use this elastic right here to make sure that I wrap it. There we go. Keep it fresh. All right, so there we go. Now I'm going to have to talk to you for about 6 minutes here with doing nothing except this, what I'm doing right now, squishing it together. So you're seeing the whole thing. I wanted to do this online, so for those who've never bought Millie putt, never used it, it's a 50-50 epoxy. It's really great on plastic. It loves wood. Anything that's wood, it adheres to. It adheres to a lot of things. It's great for ceramic type porcelain, that type of stuff just as well. So this is all you got to do is just keep squishing it for about 5-6 minutes. So I got a little ways to go yet. We're just at the beginning of doing the squishing. Now you'll see a little bit of yellow. I think that's a little bit of oil or something in there, something in there. This is also non-toxic, so they say. So if you decide you're hungry, you want to eat some, well, I wouldn't do it anyways, but hey, there are those out there that might just want to take a little nibble. No, I wouldn't eat it. Don't eat it, you know, but the thing is that it's very easy to use. And like I say, you want to make, I'm just using a little, and this might be too much. I've had to throw, you know, when you make this little tiny bit up, you're still throwing something away, and it irks me, but you know, it is what it is type of thing. And once you mix it, the only way of saving the piece, if you want to, you can freeze it in the freezer and then thaw it, and you can use it again. Apparently, I've never done it, but apparently that's what you can do with it. It does work if you make too much up. You don't want to waste it. That's one thing you can do. Wrap it in cellophane, a baggie, something, and just let it sit in the freezer and become hard. And then when you're wanting to use it, you can take it out ahead of time, and you can use this again. So, but you have to do it for the 5-6 minutes. If you don't, I've done it. I've squished it, okay, mixed it, and it doesn't harden. It will not take, you know. So you have to peel it. It will peel right off. Like you can take your finger and scrape it off. It just will not. It just hasn't been mixed enough. So there is those 5-6 minutes. It's really 6 minutes I would do it. I'll stick with 6. Let's just stick with 6 minutes. That's what you want to do, is just do 6 minutes of this. If this needs a part 2, I will do a part 2 with it, because I did take some time up showing the leg. I had to, though, because I wanted to show with this glue how great this glue is. It's one of my favorite glues. I'm going to keep looking in the meantime for mucilage glue and see if I can. Every time I got online, it says Amazon. I go to Amazon, it's all this super glue and all this other stuff. And I'm like, that's not mucilage glue. I mean tacky glue and all this stuff. Tacky glue probably would have worked too, but I got the stuff here. I'm going to use it. I did not know it was going to become that hard to find. So I think Dodie's Dolls might have been onto something, because maybe it just isn't out there, you know. Might be in some little quirky shop sitting there. Somebody bought a bit of it at a craft store, like not your Joann's maybe, but maybe some other little craft store that's just not well known to the world, and it might have a few bottles of it sitting around, maybe, I guess. I don't know. You find sometimes in those little shops different things that you just don't see. We have a lot of hardware stores, well, not a lot, but we have some hardware stores here. But we have one that's particularly, I don't go to all the time, and I find the most wonderful things in there that I don't find at others. And I love going in there every now and again. It's like that Lens Mills. I want to take my camera someday, take you in there with me, and show you what I see when I go in. The first half of the store I don't care about. It's the sewing part of the store that I love, and that back part of the store. That's the part that thrills me. Because, yeah, I might pay a little less if I was to buy it from, you know, AliExpress or from Temu, if I was going to, or off of eBay. Well, I'm not going to talk about eBay, because eBay is getting strangely expensive, and I don't know. But let's just stick with AliExpress. Now, I can buy from them. But the thing is, though, I got to wait. And I'm still waiting for some stuff to come in to make my earrings with. And it's been over a month already, and this is what I'm saying. So the thing is that what I do is I go there and I can find it at that Lens Mills, and I'm shocked the stuff they carry there, and I'm like, wow, yeah, you know. I could find some of it at Michael's, but Michael's wants a, you know, like these little pins that for the earrings were like $19, and they were stainless steel posts. I don't need that, because they're going in a doll. I found these other ones on Temu or AliExpress, and they're in the ocean some right now. They're coming across on a ship, I think. They're going by water, because I don't know, maybe they're on an airplane, I don't know, but it seems to be taking a long time. And see, what they do is they land in BC, British Columbia, and Vancouver, probably somewhere around there. And then they got to make it all the way across Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and then my province, Ontario. So a lot of miles yet to come on those things, but, and then, you know, but it is what it is, so. Anyways, we're getting there. I'm talking myself past the minutes. That's what I do best. Just keep talking, and the next thing you know, it's gone. I got my trusty Coca-Cola. I haven't had one today, so there we go. Gotta have a Coke once in a while. All right. It is a cold day today. The wind. Whew. It was too cold. Like, I'm in shorts and bare feet. I'm like, come on. I want my warm weather. Like, it doesn't stop me anyways, because I'm going to be in my shorts and my bare feet regardless how one feels. That's how I is. All right. We're getting there. Give it one more minute, and then we're done. All right. There we go. So my daughter talked me into ordering Kentucky Fried Chicken today. And we were supposed to get free onion rings with it, because if you order over $30, we did, order $30 worth with these sides and everything, we did. We were supposed to get this for free. It was a treat today. That's what we did. And darn if anything, they didn't give us half the stuff we asked for. We're supposed to get all these sides and everything else, and half of them weren't there, and so they gave her what they call dollars in the next delivery, you know, so I guess we'll just get it another day. They said that the store didn't know that was part of the deal, that through Skip the Dishes or whatever it's called. So I was like, all right, well, whatever. Not like I needed it anyway, so. All right, so we got this mixed up. It's almost like 7-8 minutes I did this for. All right, so we got this all mixed up now. So now let's get our doll out, and let's see. We're going to start looking at this eye. I want to build this eye up, so that's what we're going to do. So I want to put this down where you can see. So let's get a towel here, because I don't like this riding on. Let's get this water off to the side. Okay, I want this to be like a little, so it doesn't roll. Can you see him? Am I out of, I'm off center. Okay, we're going to have to move this over. Let's get my milli put, and we need to be more like this. Okay, so you can see what's going down. All right, so got a little bit of milli put in my finger. I broke a little piece off. Even that is too big. This is why I say how easy it is to waste. I think that's too big. Okay. It's not going to take much. It's just going to take a little tiny bit to get this eye. I think that's even too much. Let's go even smaller. Okay, I think that's more what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to kind of roll it like a little snake. You know, you make those little snakes by rolling it with your fingers. There we go. And we want to just get this. Okay. One thing about milli put, it's sticky, so it wants to stick. Well, it should stick. Oh my goodness, come on. Do what you're supposed to do. Okay, I'm going to wet my finger just a titch. Okay. Just see. There we go. Oh yeah, that just made a world of a difference. A little bit of water, what it does, it just can... Okay. Okay, now we're going to build that up. We've got a bunch of little pieces here. Let's get this little piece right here. It's just about building it up just a little bit at a time here. Oh, did that just come off? I think it just came off. All right, let's try this again. That's just not going to form. Wow, it's just not wanting to stick. What's going on here? Okay, I just have to push this up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing here. Now I'm getting it. I'm whispering. Okay, everybody. Maybe if I whisper, it'll stay where it's supposed to stay. I'm going to smooth this out in a minute. Just stay with me on this right at this time. I need to get my little scooper thing. I found what I did with all my tools like this, my metal tools, I found them. And now I know where they went. Okay. Just so, because I remember the eyes I got to roll, like be able to slide back and forth. So that's why I'm concerned about the back of the eye here, because it's a molding effect that I'm going for here, to mold this properly. Okay, I need a little bit more. Not happy with how wide it still is. So we're going to take this, maybe try flat. Maybe flat is better. I want to go right in here. I know you're not seeing it because I'm flipping it up so I can see it, so. Okay. So we're going to take this here. You can still see that it needs a little bit more roundness, but it's getting there now. Okay, this is where it gets, now I'm starting to see. I can't go up this way because my hand just can't reach. It's so narrow. It's not like a big opening at all. And I'm like, ah, yeah. Okay, let me get one of these. You want to make sure that you're smoothing that out so that you don't have to have all that sanding. How's it coming? I think it's starting, we're starting to get a little plate there a little bit. Okay. Okay, just a little bit, maybe a titch.